Turn the recorder on so everybody should be able. If you have a question, just jump on in. And these are I put together 4 or 5 test questions because I can tell you this is out of 6.2. A lot of your questions will be coming from 6.2. Can everyone hear me okay?
We can.
Miss Latimer, I want you to mute yourself, please. Just right-click and mute yourself. And if you got a question, just jump on in with, just unmute yourself and holler if you got a question.
Okay.
Thank you. Sometimes the individual computer microphones can be very sensitive and they pick up everything in the room. I'm trying to, what I can do is I can make this smaller. I can't make this very much smaller. Nope.
I forgot a piece of paper. Does anybody have it?
I see Miss Simmons. Are you cooperating with everyone, Miss Simmons?
Am I what?
Nothing.
Yes.
No, tell me. If you're going to say it, you
I
got to
said,
say
are
it.
you cooperating with everybody? Are you?
Yes, sir. I just gave a paper to my fellow classmate.
Okay. I hope you brought
'Cause I'm a
your pen
disappointment.
today.
No, but God forbid if I was to ever forget my pencil. You know.
Well, you forgot it the other day.
No, guess what? Look at this. Look at this. Look what I got today.
I
2.
can't see because I've got the screen all maximized.
Well, I can get in the camera's face.
I can't. I wish I could put but I can't do that. I'm trying to figure out a way. Actually, if I put 2 laptops beside each other, I probably could, but that'd take too much time. Maybe if I put it on a poster.
Too much work.
Yeah, but a poster, a poster with lights on it, that could be like a computer. That's like technology. What if I put this over here? Y'all work on the problem. I'm just trying to figure this out. I would like to see if I could make this bigger. See, it overlaps. There we go. Maybe I can just do that. I can't make it any smaller. No yawning in class.
That was a sigh, not a yawn. But I won't do that either.
That's kind of rude.
You're existing too loud.
It has nothing to do with you.
Uh-huh, yeah.
I'm just tired. It was a long night.
I'm Hubert.
Oh.
Now, what are we going to do? We're going to distribute that 2. And that's going to give us 2x minus 6 minus 7 is equal to negative 3x. Be careful here. The common mistake is to make that a negative 6. And it's not negative 6. It's what?
Oh, we distribute it to the negative 7 too.
It's not negative 6. It's what? Positive 6. Thank you, Mr. Miles, for being the one person that interacted.
That was
with me.
Mr. King.
Okay, I'm sorry. I can't see. All I see is 4 people. I can't see who's talking. Y'all see how big my screen is. Plus 4. And now we combine like terms. And since I need to be an innovative teacher and I don't have posters, I'm going to put these 2 together and blue.
You can do the 6 and the 4 together.
Hold on a minute, if I can be in charge for a while. Okay, and put the 6 and the 4 together. I'm sorry, what were you saying, Miss Simmons?
Don't talk to me.
2x minus what? 13 is equal to negative 3x plus what?
10.
Plus 10. Now, what am I going to do? I'm going to move the smallest bucket. Which one's the smallest bucket?
-3.
-3. So I'm going to take it across the river. And that becomes a positive 3x. Now, you have to get by the lag time. I'm sorry about the lag time, but I'm in BFE Atlanta hotel with like minimum wireless, so there's a little bit of a lag time. I think I've got like 3 bars on wireless. I must be in the back of the hotel. 5x minus 13 is equal to 10. Now we're going to take that 5x minus 13 and we're going to bring it across the river. I meant that -13 and bring it across the river. And that will be 5x is equal to what? 23. And then divide by 5, x is equal to what? 23/5. What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. I'm just being interactive.
Did you get it right?
I did, sir.
It's a mirror.
This is the unit that I feel like I'm well versed on.
Okay,
Last unit, I was
happy
like,
about this one.
I'll make it. What was hard about the last unit?
You're just I think you're one of those people that you're so smart, it just like goes over.
No,
Like
I
the
speak
average
on
person's
layman's
head.
terms. You just
No,
keep
you wasn't. You was talking about some whip it here and then whip it there and then whip it back down and whip it back up and, you know.
I never said anything about whipping. Sounds
I'm
like
just
there's some
talking about,
kind of
like,
sounds
when
like
you
there's
was-
some
when you
kind of issues there, Miss Simmons. You need to address.
When you was talking about like move it down and then go back up and then, I don't know, it's just like people like me, my brain can't move like that.
Okay.
My brain's slow.
Everybody good on this one?
Yes.
There we go.
Anybody got a question on this one? All right. So that's the first section that we went over. We talked about distributive law and we talked about combining like terms. And then the last class, we barely got into clearing fractions. We got into clearing fractions, but we didn't get into clearing decimals too good. So we're going to go ahead and review on the fraction. So what is the common denominator of 2 and 3?
6.
X.
So I'm going to multiply this whole thing by 6 over 1. I'm going to put a baby step in here. 6 over 1, 6 over 1, 6 over 1, and 6 over 1. Now I'm going to do the baby step, and then I want y'all to finish it. And that black one that's no good.
Oh.
All right. Now y'all should be able to finish it. Let me move this down a little bit so y'all can see.
Yeah.
Why was it a long night, Miss Simmons?
It was just a long Thursday night.
Thirsty Thursday.
It was good though. I was
chasing
fun.
wild women last night, so
You was chasing a lot of women.
I was chasing wild women.
Wild women.
Yeah, that's the best one to get. Wild women.
Okay, I see. It's Valentine's Day. Today's sad day, Singles Awareness Day.
No, I really don't care nothing about Valentine's Day. That's when you gotta play games and buy stuff that you can't afford. No, I'm not into that. I'm not into playing games. Oh, let's don't celebrate Valentine's. Let's just enjoy each other. Yeah, and then when you don't get a present or you don't take somebody out to dinner, you get the silent treatment. No, I'm not into those games.
I get to go to the aquarium for Valentine's.
Aww.
You get to what?
We're going to the aquarium, the Georgia Aquarium on Sunday.
Oh, well, we'll be
Ain't that just
each other-
cute?
We'll
Daggum
be passing each other on 85 then.
Oh, cool. I'll wave to you.
Actually, I took my kids to the aquarium down here in Atlanta twice.
Is it fun? Like, is it
it's
worth it?
It's worth the money. It's good. And then
Because
you
we
go
always go to the
Coca-Cola-
one in Myrtle Beach.
Then you go to Coca-Cola World right across from each other. Coca-Cola World is real good too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm going to the NASCAR race on the 24th.
Well, you're
So-
I would love to go to the
Jealous.
NASCAR race.
Yeah.
NASCAR. You could write a thesis on going to a NASCAR race where people get
You
drunk
really
enough
could.
to holler at a car that's going 200 miles an hour like the car can hear them.
That could be a test question.
Yeah.
How many decimals do you have to reach?
I love going to NASCAR races, but it's not because of the race. I haven't been to racing. I haven't watched racing since Dale Earnhardt died.
Oh,
Aw.
Yeah.
So
But you got to remember, after Dale Earnhardt died, they tried to twist and tried to make NASCAR into this diverse, multicultural, and it went downhill after that. Do you know where NASCAR comes from?
Yep. Bootlegging.
Moonshiners.
Yep.
Okay? That's where it comes from. And for them to try to take something that comes from moonshiners and try to twist it and turn it into some multicultural, diverse sport, it can't be done. It can't.
Shouldn't.
And really, they ain't been a good driver since Dale Earnhardt. They ain't been
I don't
nobody.
know.
that
I don't know.
even
Chase
equal
Elliott's pretty good.
Earnhardt. So,
Yeah, we're Chase Elliott fans.
who?
Chase Elliott.
Chase Elliott.
I believe.
He drives the Hooter car. You can't get mad at that.
I'm not a caveman, so I don't do the.
What's
Hooters
that guy's name who got his face plastered on the car? What's his name?
thing. Is that Bill Elliott's son?
Yeah, Chase Elliott is.
Okay. Bill from Dawsonville. Okay. What is 6 divided by 2?
3.
3.
Now we are getting the same type problem that we went over in the first of the section. 6 times 7 is 2.
42.
6 divided by 3.
2.
And what is 6 times 4?
24.
Got a regular distributive law combining like terms problem. Distribute the 3. Distribute the 2.
X minus.
X. 42 is equal to
2x.
minus 24. Does anybody notice how I do these problems?
in short steps.
You write them out.
I do them step by what?
Step.
I do them step by step. And you know what? I have several degrees. I have all my teeth in my mouth, and I have running water at my house. So that means that you need to do step by step, not the old, I know everything, I'll try to do everything in one step. That doesn't work with algebra too well.
Oh, hey, look at me. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna find me a different seat. I don't like being right here.
Do anything.
Huh? I was speaking with my classmates, sir. I'm gonna move where I think. Right here. I think I'd be in like the blind spot. Yeah. Yeah.
Why is she moving?
She's offended. She's a snowflake.
She said when we do that.
Okay, I'm not going to go forward until somebody tells me what I said.
Step by step, you got all your teeth, you got several degrees and running water at your house, so if you can do it, we can too.
It's a miracle.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Some people try to skip steps. You don't need to skip steps. I was saying that I've got several degrees and I don't skip steps. That means that you...
I mean, we got
need-
no degrees, so we better not be skipping.
My last teacher told me this in math. The reason you write it out step by step is you can trace everything back to where you got it.
Exactly.
Big facts.
There's no room for screwing up.
And what is -9 plus 42?
It is 33.
Why is she
Okay.
sitting behind you?
She's offended.
Because me and, you call her Miss Faye, I don't know her first name. Julia.
How did I know that?
Are friends now.
Okay,
I've
whatever.
learned her name.
Okay,
the
what are
only
we going to do with the smallest bucket?
Okay.
I'm going to move the smallest bucket across the river, and that becomes a -2x. And that will give us x, and you can put a 1 in front of it if you want to. There's no law that says you can't do that. Plus 33 is equal to -28. Take the 33 across the river. X is equal to negative what? Dang old 61. Somebody check my math.
61.
Yep. You are correct.
You should feel good about yourself. You've done 2 problems, and hopefully it's knocking some of your memory loose what we did last time. Okay. Oconee, you good?
Yep.
Miss Latimer, you good? And Miss Sloan, are you good?
Yeah.
Miss Sloan done passed out. She done quit on me. All right, next one. What are you laughing about now?
No, I just saw some funny video that someone sent me, but it reminds me of the disappointment in the room.
I'm glad that you're looking at your telephone while we're working. I'll remember to do that if you ever ask me a question.
Good to go.
Okay, y'all gonna quit referring to me as the disappointment because I'm not a disappointment and my mom says that I'm special.
Who pushed her button?
I
He
did.
did.
Thought you and I were having a discussion.
Who?
It's like herding cats.
I'm gonna go speak to corporate.
All right, what are you going to multiply through by? You a 0.7. You got a 0.2. Through by. I'm trying to interact with y'all. Okay, nobody's going to talk to me.
You said 0.7 by what?
Well, there's a 0.7 right here,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a 0.2 right here.
All right.
So what am I going to multiply through by?
Is it 10?
Multiply through by 10 because the 10th place is taken up here, and the 10th place is taken up here, and you always go with the furthest decimal point. So in this case, there is no furthest decimal point because they're both 0.2. I meant place. Through by 10. And that will move this decimal point one place to the right. Move this decimal point one place to the right and put a 0. Decimal point one place to the right. This decimal point one place to the right. Sorry, one place to the right, and that'd be so. When you rewrite it, you will get 7 times x minus 3 plus 40 is equal to 2 times x plus 5 minus what?
20.
Minus 20. And now you have the same type problem you had at the beginning of the class. Distribute the 7, distribute the 2. 7x minus 21 plus 40 is equal to 2x plus 10 minus 20. Isn't it amazing how all you have to do is learn one or two things and then you're back to the beginning?
Mm-hmm.
Would y'all consider these posters, since I'm writing it down on a piece of paper and okay, thank y'all. Appreciate y'all's interaction.
I appreciate it.
The
What?
sound went out while you were saying that.
Yeah, you're really laggy.
I know. I'm sorry. I remember I'm only got 2 or 3 bars. Let's just make it.
Right.
Let's just make it to what time? 12:50 or 12:55, and let's call it a day.
Good to go, sir.
Is he serious?
What's minus 21 plus 40?
Minus 21.
19.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
19.
2x plus 10 minus 20 is minus 10. The smallest bucket is 2x. Move it across the river, and it becomes a negative 2x. There is a package store right beside the hotel, so that's a good thing.
What?
7x minus 2x is 5x.
5x.
Plus 19 is equal to negative 10. Take the 19 across the river. 5x is equal to negative 29. Divide by 5. X is equal to negative 29 fifths. What's the funny?
Nothing. Can I not enjoy myself?
Listen,
Nope.
I have to know what's going on in the classroom. I'm sorry. You have to
I
share.
ain't hurting nobody, not harming anybody, not disrupting anybody. So I think we got it. What?
Anybody got a question?
Nope.
Alrighty, next one. And this will be the last one, because some of y'all go into convulsions. So, which decimal point, we hadn't done one like this one. Which decimal point is the furthest? You got a 0.03, which is 3 cents, and 70 cents. Which one is further?
0.03.
So, what place is that in?
The 10.
The 10.
That's the hundredths. Just
So
kidding.
we're going to multiply through by not 10, but we're going to
But
multiply
100.
through by 100. You always go by the furthest decimal place. So you're going to multiply both sides by 100. And what does that do to the decimal with the 0.03? It makes that a 3.
A whole number.
And it makes this a what? 70. Now you got a basic problem. 3x minus 12 is equal to 70x plus 140. Your smallest bucket is the 3x,
Oop.
so it goes across the river.
Connection is not established.
I'm sorry, say again?
Like our board went out and it said connection is not established.
Okay, well, if you
Oh,
can hear,
you're back,
we
you're
just
back.
finish. We only got like 5 minutes, so let's just finish and let's go with it. So negative 12 is equal to 70x minus 3 is what? 67x. And take the 140 across the river, minus 140. And 67x is equal to negative 152. Somebody check my math.
Yeah. Wait.
So your final answer is x is equal to negative 152 over 67. Now, somebody tell me, what did we start with? What did the problem have in it before we started?
Decimals.
So
Decimals.
the cardinal rule of mathematics, if you start with decimals, you end with what?
Decimals.
So somebody, and which one is to the hundredths? So you're going to round to the hundredths. So somebody take 152 and divide it by 67. What do you get?
Tenths. It is 41.
I'm sorry, you broke
0.41.
up. One more time.
0.41 when rounded.
Should be 1 or 2.41 or something.
Or maybe I just screwed it up.
What?
Oh, it is.
152
You're right.
divided by 67.
Is negative 2.268.
Yeah.
268 would be 27. I rounded to the hundredths place because this is to the hundredths. And that's how you clear decimals. So, all of you should be able to do 6.1 homework and 6.2 homework now. Okay?
Okay.
Thank y'all for being so cooperative. I'm going to make this screen big now so I can see all y'all, so don't run off. There you are. Okay. Who's got questions?
I think we're good.
All right, I want everybody to have a good weekend, even you too, Miss Simmons. I want you to have a good weekend. And y'all have a good day.
You too.
Have fun.
Are you kidding me? The answer is so easy. The answer is simple. It's simply, hold on. I gotta sneeze.
What the heck is that?